Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 48. Today, we are doing our most anticipated games of 2021. And for that, joining me is the... what games are you guys looking forward to? The Resident Evil Village fan, Sims?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. That's you. And what is Daniel looking forward to? The Hitman 3 fan.
Maybe.
Daniel? Maybe?
Hello?
Is that the secret game that you're looking for?
No. I might get that game though. I'm
You
very
might get that game.
Yeah,
I am too.
I kind of want that stealth vibe, right? And I haven't gotten it in a while.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's not a lot of hardcore stealth games out there. Stealth not usually my genre. Anyways, before we do any of that, we haven't talked about what we've been playing in a while. We had two special episodes over the holidays. You can go watch those right now on our channel.
Game of the Year episode and our holiday
Game of the Year episode.
Where can we watch that?
You can watch that over at youtube.com/nerdic-gods. Yes, which you are probably already on. Every time I say that, I just think like you're probably there. I mean, you kind of have to be. Like, where else would you be watching this? Anyways, we are going to go over what we have been playing over the long break because I'm sure all of us have a lot to talk about. And who do I want to start with? Sims.
Yes.
You have gotten a PS5 over this break.
I have.
You have been playing a plethora of games.
I wouldn't say a plethora. Yeah, well,
a good amount.
I suppose we didn't really talk about it, did we, in the last episode? Like, it was in the list, but it wasn't spoken about. So, obviously, I did the open the box, put Astro on, finished that, enjoyed that. I spoke about it last week regarding, like, it was just a nice, like, it's been said before, but like a love letter to, like, PlayStation. Like, being thrown back into the nostalgia of seeing the PlayStation 1 again, seeing all the peripherals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a word.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, why not? Okay. And like seeing stuff that I purchased in the past, like on the PlayStation 2, the iToy, and the PlayStation 3, the Move controllers, and the.
I want to hop in here too because I also got my PlayStation.
I see.
And I did play and beat Astrobot, and like I said, I was going to turn everything off, and I still was able to do the game.
That's not bad.
Upsets me, not gonna lie.
So how'd you guys both like it?
I love it. Like, I really love it. I don't know about Daniel. Like, what was your experience like with the things taken off it?
So there's a ball that you have to control, and you use the touchpad. You use the touchpad, and you kind of have to roll it around. That I didn't mind too much. It got a little excessive. The spring thing where you're trying to move and hit it wasn't too bad for me. The worst part, which I told you guys, was the monkey and trying to turn and hit the trigger and turn and hit the. I did not like that one bit.
So you still had the motion controller on. The motion controller was still there.
Yeah, the gyro had to be. It's built into the controller. I can't turn that off. But
yeah, what exactly could you turn off and couldn't you?
The adaptive triggers and anything with the vibration.
Okay. And just to be clear for people, Daniel just hates this the extra shit the DualSense does.
We don't understand it.
You guys know how much it's not just no. It's not exclusive to the DualSense. I don't like anything vibration. Like on my Xbox controller, I turn off vibration as well. Can I talk about the controller for 1 second?
Yeah,
because I haven't really got to talk about the PlayStation 5 too much.
Of course.
Overall, pretty good. I like the build. The design's weird. Like there's a gap here. Like I could feel this. I don't like that. Even though when I'm holding it, it's fine. But there's just like this little gap right here. You could kind of feel that. The thumbsticks feel pretty much the same. The buttons are okay. I don't like the D-pad as much as the DualShock 4. It feels a little mushy. I don't know why. The triggers, these are about the same as the DualShock 4. Not very good to me. Like I prefer the triggers and the bumper for the Xbox. I do like the size of it though. It's much better.
It's heavier though, right?
Yeah, because it's a little bigger than the DualShock 4.
I was shocked on how heavy it was.
Sure.
I'm
used to an Xbox controller, so it didn't. It was just like picking it up.
Of course,
for the most part.
Yeah, like Xbox is notoriously heavy. in a good way.
Especially the Elite. The Elite is a heavy controller. If you've ever used the Elite.
Do you have an Elite, Daniel?
I did. Mine ended up breaking.
Oh, okay.
I don't like this little light here. Me and Connor talked about this. When your mic is
muted,
I think it's when it's muted, this orange light pops up.
Always on.
It's like, I don't need that. Please.
You can turn it off.
Yeah, but then it has to be the mic on.
Then it's unmuted. Yeah, like I'm a bit paranoid about that as well. I'm not. That's not even normally my character.
I mean, I turned the speaker and the mic off because you can't.
So have I, but the light still stays on.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
So my light is default on.
What's up?
Interesting. I don't know how I got my light to be like permanently off. Like,
I mean, you probably just have the mic on, even if it's like not turned on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, I could probably do that too, but it's just
because when it's lit, that means it's muted, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Which makes sense. It's just more lights in my controller that I don't need, you know. But we can go back to Astro. I just wanted to mention the controller.
No, sure. Yeah, it's
so overall, I do like M1 DualShock 4.
So you guys both beat Astros. You both enjoyed it. Anything stick out to you guys that you really enjoyed?
The platforming parts. Like, I don't want that gimmick stuff. Like, it kind of felt like worse Galaxy to me with the gimmicks. Like, Galaxy's gimmicks, I feel like overall are much better in this game. This game kind of feels like it's trying to do Galaxy stuff, especially after playing it this year or last year.
Very much so, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of gimmicks that remind me of Galaxy. But when it actually becomes a platformer and a 3D platformer, I think that's when it shines the most. And I feel like that's what I want for the next game. Just be a 3D platformer. Oh, what was I saying?
I think you just finished your point about Astro's platforming.
Just be a 3D platformer. Yeah.
We'll pick up with Sims. Here, I got you guys. Ready?
I'm still recording. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
So, I've been playing Spider-Man. In last week's episode number 2, spoilers for last week number 2. My second best favorite game of the year was Spider-Man. I regret that decision.
You regret putting it as number 2?
I think it should have been number 1, but Last of Us is number 1. But I don't know. I finished it last week.
It's personal, right?
Honestly, I can't stress. I said this, like, I wrote it, I sent it to you in the chat, and I was like, I can't stress how much I love this game. And I felt so stupid when I sent it. And then Natalie was like, "Ooh, you're an idiot." I was like, I am, yeah, admittedly. But with this game, it's so special and so good. Like, it's just everything that Spider-Man did, this just improved on it and then shrunk it down to size. And everything you did in that game, if it was collectibles, was it story, everything you did, like, had a proper purpose to it. You do something with a certain character, you go around the city, you collect 10 of them. There's 10 things at the end. And everything had like a meaning to it. It made you think about things. It made you think about this character. It made you everything. You weren't meaninglessly collecting bags for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean? You weren't meaninglessly collecting all sorts of kind of, like, you know, I don't know. I can't really spoil it.
I don't really like collectibles in the first place, to be honest.
I don't mind it in Spider-Man because I'd like to swing about, like.
Yeah, but is that saying something about Spider-Man or the collectible?
Thinking about Spider-Man and then Miles, like, I did Spider-Man because I wanted the trophy. I did Miles because I wanted to know what the story was, which is, I think they'll bring that forward with all the games.
I would say that's in the first one a little bit too, but, like, you know, just with the backpacks, like, I was interested in the lore of those backpacks.
Yeah, of course. There was special, like, trinkets.
You get a lot of cool stories out of that, you know. But I know what you mean. They amplify that in Miles Morales. Like, all the side things you get really have, like, a good story to it. Like, the recordings of his father. You know, hopefully I'm not spoiling anything, but those ones are really good, right? Sticks out, man.
Like, everything about the game, like the ending to the game, like, I think it. Unfortunately, these games suffer with, you see one person, you not 9 times out of 10 you can put 2 and 2 together and you'll get 4, and you're like, you kind of predict what's going to happen. And I kind of figured it out straight away. Like,
yeah, it was honestly a pretty predictable story, even if I liked it.
And even when it all played out and it happened, I didn't cry. I didn't have that emotional gravitas to it because I didn't really. How can I put it? I didn't connect with the villain as much as I should have. I connected with their bond, but not with her as a character. So, like, when whatever happens,
were honestly her motivations in the first place for me. I felt like she just kind of took it too far.
Yeah, because it was so out of character.
Yeah, it just too much, Like they ramped it up too much for I think her character.
Yeah, don't want to get spoilery at all, but like I feel like a conversation was just needed at some point.
Yeah. Like a conversation, and then there was a big split, right? And
How
then
about we all breathe and like talk for a second?
Yeah,
like, we're all like really going to turning this shit up.
That was honestly my problem towards the end when I
towards the end, I like that. To be fair though, with you guys saying it was so predictable, I had no idea where they were taking the villain when they first introduced her. So it's a girl, but like, I'm trying not to spoil anything. But I had no idea like she was going to become the villain. When they first introduced her in the beginning of the game, like I couldn't have predicted that.
We're going back. Yeah, going back to the game. Everything about it is just like, I don't know, it just screams, I don't know, maybe me, I don't know, personality, like Mars as a character, like, not with all the, how can I put it? There's certain, like, the way he speaks to his mom, like, that doesn't speak to me, but I respect it, like, he will speak, English with his mom, and then he'll go to Spanish, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they have such a good bond, when his mom brings up. And like
coming from where I've grown up in my life, that happens. That's all the time. I've known a lot of mixed people that speak that way, and it's like that's just how it is,
It's just so pure, and like reading the book. Again, not finished it, but reading the book, like his mom's constantly worried about him, like always. Like he just moves into this apartment that you see in the game. He moves into the apartment, and she's like, "When you don't go, She's worried about him all the time, like always texting him, "Where are you? Like, what's going on?" Yeah,
it's nice they put that diversity in there, right? Like it's cool to not play as some generic white guy in a game, right? Get a little Spanish speaking in there.
The music, the Harlem itself, like the everything as a package, and it took me 25 hours to complete. That's a word.
Did you get the platinum?
Yeah, 100%. Like I finished the main story.
I figured you would.
Got all the collectibles. After we'd done the after we did Game of the Year, the pressure was off. I was like, I can just enjoy this game now. It wasn't pressure to play it, but I wanted to get a bit into it so I can give my thoughts and impressions. So I think I did the podcast same night, got all the collectibles from top to bottom. Knew there would have been some more plastered in because that's Spider-Man. And then the next day I just finished the story, and I just felt like I played the game properly. I enjoyed the world, the music. Like it's that Spider-Man score, but with just a bit of a twist to it. And then I was at work the next day, and I just put it on, and I just listened to the whole soundtrack from top to bottom. Incredible.
I want to ask one question, I guess, before you move on from the game. Do you like it more or less than the original game?
I like it more because it's compact into like the story. The collectibles seem the collectibles don't seem as pointless. Not there for being their sake. Even the trading missions that you do, even that's good, and then that leads to something. Everything just leads to something.
The ending of the trading missions was one of my favorite things in the game.
And as a Spider-Man fan, maybe I'm just bigging myself up because I saw the boss. It was a boss, right? And then I figured it out straight away. Like, I knew exactly what I had to do because I know the Vulture. Like Vulture's like my favorite. Spoilers. You fight the Vulture. We are not very good at the spoiler situation.
No, we are not.
If you've not played the game.
I didn't spoil anything.
But no, I figured it out straight away because the Vulture's my favorite villain.
I did not know that this was. I didn't beat those missions. I did the first one, and I don't like this. So I didn't do it.
So upsets me.
I didn't like it.
A hologram of the Vulture.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure.
It was great. Anyway,
hilarious scene. Since we're fucking talking about it.
I want you to ask me if I want to put a score on it.
I was going to get the both. I want the Astros player room score as well. Sims, you got to give a bunch of scores here. I'm still waiting on my Avengers score, to be honest.
He's been waiting months for that.
Go ahead, give me a score there, Sims.
Astro.
We can do Astros first. Then go ahead.
As a tech demo game, like 9 to show you how this controller is going to work in the future. And then to show you like how nice and smooth a game can run. They're added with the nostalgia and the Astrobots, like how cute they are, and then giving you all them Easter eggs dotted around the world, like a 9. But that's not a game. That's just like as an introduction to that console. Like I feel like if you put your PlayStation on, you get through the rigmarole, you set to cancel, and you don't collect Astrobot first, you're doing yourself a massive disservice.
Maybe.
I knew you'd say that.
I'll give it like an 8. I think it's a solid experience.
Solid 8.
I don't think it's anything like crazy, but
that soundtrack.
It's a nice celebration of PlayStation, and I think that there's some good there. So pretty solid.
And now, Sims, what is your Spider-Man Miles Morales score? Careful with this. You're going to affect the Metacritic, man. You don't really think about this.
I would say 9 because
9.
I think I give Spider-Man a 9. I think
I'm
in my
sure.
head, I don't know. 9, but I'm the most biased Spider-Man man ever. But this game was perfect. Like I couldn't find anything wrong with this game. Like the swinging, his characteristics, the suits. Like I didn't even put a suit on. I used the same suit as soon as I got it. The OG black Spider-Man black suit. I used that because it just seemed. I tell a lie. I had the hat on for a bit because he was cold.
That one's.
I like the standard suit.
Sense. I was wondering that throughout the whole game. Like, how warm is this suit? You know, he's gonna be fucking freezing.
There's like mechanics in it. Like, you gotta be like, there's like a heater in there somewhere.
Is that lore? Did they explain
it is in the homecoming. Like in the homecoming suit, he has like. There was the scene where he heats it up.
He's got that Tony Stark money in there.
He does. He does have the Tony Stark one, yeah.
Peter's broke in this game, so's Miles. I don't know how well they could afford that. Yeah. Is that all you've been playing, Sims?
I started Cyberpunk.
Okay, cool. Let's open this conversation up then, because we've all been playing Cyberpunk, or at least I have.
I will start with the first like 2 hours of my life. Like 2 hours. I probably like 2 hours into it. Started as a corporate. Good introduction. Like it was like.
Are you playing male V or female V?
A male V.
Okay.
Big dick.
Huge dick, right?
Absolutely.
That's why I did.
I mean, why would you play the game if you're not going to do that?
Exactly, and then like using R2 and O2 to swing it about. Like, I love it, man.
in the menus,
I can't do that. No. Anyway,
you wiggle the joystick, it gets hard. No, I'm kidding. Just continue. Just go.
There's a reason why I have to click. Is this video for kids on YouTube? No, every time.
It's for you.
Anyway, so start corporate. Started off really interesting. You get given a job. All of a sudden, the job just gets taken away from you. Everything just gets taken away from you. And then I don't know if it does it for the other like paths, but then it skips like a year and a half.
Yeah, that is where it converges.
Right.
Corpo was my favorite intro out of just the intros. I think the Corpo intro, like I like being a nomad, which is what I picked, but I think that Corpo intro is really cool.
Yeah, it was yeah, and then I follow. You follow Jackie. I think you do a mission. I can't remember. Did the mission, found the woman in the bath.
Yeah, you rescue the girl.
Everybody's seen it. So and then the people, the medical team turns up. They take her. And then you kind of get introduced to the open world. Fantastic! Like when you walk you get in your lift, you go down, you meet Jackie at the Japanese Chinese food place,
something like that. Yeah.
And in the world, like the light just seems to be peering in through the big tall buildings. Which I was like, this game was great. Like it does. It has its moments. Like I said, I played it for like 2 hours.
The lighting's great.
Yeah, for me, like I don't want to do the main story. I just want to do all the dots that I can, level up, pick up the stuff, watched a load of videos about hints and tips and tricks, and I've studied the hacking now. I was complaining to you guys that it's just too overwhelming. There's just numbers and dots everywhere, and I just didn't understand it. Like, I think it's the same with any game like that. Fallout, that was like, that's a lot, isn't it? Like when you first start hacking something, it's just dots and
yeah.
nothing.
You're talking about the computer hacking in Fallout. That looks very hard, but it's not that bad. Same with Cyberpunk. Just the numbers, they're not that bad once you know what
I don't know what it is about like those type of mini games and games like like the BioShock mini games, the ones in Fallout like that, but I love those. Like I love the hacking in
BioShock one's different because it's those like tubes.
Yeah, that one's like a legit
going through.
But like similar type thing.
I don't know. I think I backed myself into a corner of my own brain of like wanting to do something that I shouldn't really do yet. I should just kind of go through the story a tiny bit more. Like, yeah,
I was gonna say I wouldn't do what you're doing because that's what I did for like probably the first like weekish of playing Cyberpunk. Was like, I went to every dot. That's what I like to do in games too. But you shouldn't play this game like that. You should get somewhat far. I would honestly get like halfway through the main story before you go off and do side shit, because a lot of the really good side quests unlock through the main story.
Right.
And so like I was like a week into Cyberpunk and I was just I remember texting Daniel about this. I was like, where the fuck are all these side quests? You know what I mean? Like, because you hear this game has such good side quests, and I was like, I haven't seen a single good one yet.
Honestly, if you really want to get that far, I would just get to the point of no return and then do everything.
Yeah, honestly, you could just get there and then you'd have all the side quests.
There is like a point of no return, and it's like the ending of the game. Once you get to that point, I would say then everything is probably opened up at that point, and you've probably have kind of opened up some of the sections, the districts, and then just do everything from there.
Interesting. I'm not down on the game. I'm overwhelmed, and I think you guys have said two different things. I get to Act 1, then you can do it. But then obviously you said if you want these side quests, I just want to walk around the city and do all the stuff. Like, I literally just want to clear out all the districts. I don't know. There's something I like to do. Like, it's like Spider-Man. You get all the districts.
Satisfying.
I like doing that too, but do you want to do that first? Like, you don't want to experience the whole game and then do all that?
I'd rather do that.
That's like the platinum stuff for me. Like, that's what I'm doing right now because I'm going for the platinum. But like, I would just recommend getting all the other side quests.
I'm gonna have a good weekend. I'm gonna get to. I'll tell you where I fit. Act 1, and then maybe a bit further on. I'm not sure. I've had 2 crashes. I've had a menu item just stick like a ketchup. I picked something up, or maybe looked at something, and then the ketchup.
Did that go away?
I after a bit, yeah.
After a bit,
there was in that mission where you have to pick that woman up out of the bath, and it gives you the first like stealth option. There's music playing in the background. Can you remember this music?
No, not really.
It's just this really loud, obnoxious music that was just.
It's just whatever they were listening to.
I just want it to end. I just wanted to turn this music off, and I couldn't. And that's the only.
I would say don't turn off the music because the music in the game is awesome.
It was just in this bit, like these guys would listen to it, and I just wanted to pick this guy up.
Was there actual radio in there that you can?
It was coming from a speaker because it was a radio. Turn that on and off. Nothing.
Those are everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
sitting there with his cane. He's like, "You damn kids, turn off that."
I had these headphones on, and they're really loud. Like even I realize I'm shouting.
He can't hear us.
I like the gain song.
Anyway, that's me. You can talk about Cyberpunk.
Cool. Yeah, I am at a point now with Cyberpunk where I am just running through and doing what Sims is doing right in the beginning. Just going around to all the dots on my map and stuff. Because I'm trying to get the platinum. So yeah, I'm kind of just clearing out the map now. I'm kind of at that point with it. It's weird because I feel like we didn't get a chance to talk about it when I was like truly in love with this game, on the podcast. So, like I kind of got to like take myself back there because now it's like an entirely different game for me. I'm just like listening to a podcast while I run around all these dots and clear out these areas. So like now it's just like literally just like a combat simulator for me. But yeah, there was a good 2-week period where I was just like head over heels with this game. Like I was just so in love with it when I was getting all these really good side quests. The main story had me, pretty much into the lead up until I beat the main story. I was like really in love with it. Now I'm just kind of like, it's just I'm just playing through it, so it's kind of gone down a little bit.
Do you think you're doing that to yourself?
Am I doing that to myself? I mean, it's not like I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm not having fun just running around.
No, but I feel like it's the I'm going to call it the Sims effect, where going for the platinum makes you hate the game more.
I'm not saying it's making me dislike the game more or hate it more. It's just this point where I'm at with the game, I like it less than what I did when I was doing all the main stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't want to do this. So you feel
like the just the basic standard side stuff is not as good as like the normal side quests.
That's something I said. We were just talking about that. There was a whole week where I couldn't find the good side quests, so I was just running.
You're just doing gigs and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that was the first week I had with that game, and it was worse then too. So I'm just saying there's a difference between all this like little side stuff, all the little stuff on your map, and then the major side quests in the main story. Like there's a huge quality difference there. But I'm still having a great time with it. I don't want to put it down. Just going for the platinum. So yeah. Daniel, you beat it a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I beat it pretty much like right after we did the. Actually, no, I think I beat it before that game of the year podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Last week's episode. I think I beat it right before that. Yeah, so I haven't touched it really since then. So it's been a little over a week now.
So what did we think about the main story? Did you like
I like the main
obviously
story.
No spoilers. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. I'd say it's like a little bit better than your average Bethesda game. It does remind me a little bit of those because I feel like the main story kind of just, honestly, with all these giant RPGs, I feel like the main story always is like nothing surprising to me.
I think it's game to game. Because I love the Witcher 3 main story.
Yeah, that's a good point. Witcher 3 is a little bit different.
I think that it's just game to game. This game shines with its characters and performances, so I think that's where it kind of...
And maybe that's why the side missions stick out so much more to me than the main story, because you spend so much time with these side characters, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. And then the main story, too, it's just kind of hard when you're constantly doing other stuff. And then you come back to it like hours later, and I'm like, okay, what was going on? Who was that? What are we doing? And then by the time I actually did the final mission, I was just like, okay, I kind of got to remember everything that was happening again, because it all kind of, the main mission spreads off into like these 3 different paths, kind of, and then they all kind of like come together at the end, and then you kind of got to remember everything from all those different paths, and I was kind of just like a little bit confused come the end of it. But yeah, I enjoyed the main story, especially Johnny. He was great, but Johnny's there throughout. He does so much work too. Shout out to Keanu Reeves again.
Yeah, we said that last time.
But man, that guy puts in so much work in this game. Like it's incredible how much dialogue he has. Honestly, I did not think he'd do that much.
I know it's a lot to say right now, but I'd be very curious what the next iteration of this game is, and it probably would jump in the timeline. I doubt it would take place. I doubt you'd even play the same character. Like it'd probably be like Cyberpunk 2080 or something, a couple years later.
Ooh.
Like stuff like that. Like, what does the city look like now after V and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, to get into combat a little, I just the combat really just gets better and better.
Especially those upgrades.
Yeah, like I'm at a place now where I'm like level like 43, so I'm just running through everything, and I'm just running around just murking fools with a katana, and I'm just having a lot of fun with that. Yeah, that does make the running around, just clearing out the map a lot more fun than it was, the first week I had the game, just because I have all these upgrades, and double jump especially. Double jump changes the fucking game, and it's when you get it. Really makes it way more fluid. I was saying last week, but I wish it was just a little bit more fluid now. I wish I had like wall running or something like that. Every time I'm like running through the city, like trying to do some parkour, because I'm trying to like level up all these separate things. Like you have like athletics, and that'll just level up by you running or like punching or hopping over stuff, sliding, stuff like that. So pretty much now I'm just running through the city, going place to place, and just jumping over walls, punch in the air, just trying to get up my athletic.
Take Ghost Runner and shove it into the next Cyberpunk game.
Yeah, I would love that. Seriously,
cool.
There's a lot of times where like I'll be on top of a building and I'm just like, damn, if only I could wall run on this building, then I could get to that one super easily. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that.
Why are you doing that? Like, why are you leveling up them that specific?
Oh, for the platinum,
Is it a trophy?
Just to get the trophy. Yeah. Well, I kind of fucked up a little bit with the platinum, so because I didn't look at the trophies until I beat it. which I do with every game. But if I would have planned ahead a little bit more, I could have had this better because I have to get one of my attributes or whatever they call it to level 20. And my highest one is like 16 right now. And then I have to get another one to level 18 because I have to get strength to level 18 because you have to buy something.
That's the 2 perks, 20 and 18.
Yeah, so I got my technical ability right now is at like 16-ish, and then I think my strength's at 14, something like that. So I'm trying to level both of those up to get there. But my problem is I think a lot of people planned it out better, and they were like they had almost level 20 in one of the attributes before they even beat it.
That was me. My intelligence just maxed that out.
Yeah,
it's like for me it was intelligence and reflex.
Mm-hmm. So I just didn't plan it out right, but yeah, good game. Daniel, anything else to say on it?
No. I pretty much have said everything. Music is fantastic. I love the music of the game.
What should I level up?
It depends on what you want to do. Like how do you want guns? Do you want blades? Do you want like just to punch stuff? Do you want assault rifles, that kind of thing, or do you want to hack?
I kind of like stealth. I like the shooting.
So then you really want reflexes?
Yeah, I don't know. I need to play the game a lot more than I'm gonna just play the game, level up, and then keep the perks as long as I keep the. I don't know.
Sure.
The game's overwhelming.
I would keep those upgrade points until you really figure out.
I watched the video today though. Like, just keep them for a bit. Figure out.
Yeah, and unless you feel like you can't win a fight, then I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm sick of the game already. There was these two clowns. I joined this fight club or something, and there was these guys was like, "Listen, you want to go fight a load of people?" I was like, "All right." So then all of a sudden, I meet these two twins that are not twins. It's the same person. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, "What's going on?" And
he died in beats though. Was the guy that had two people, or he wasn't a twin? He was just one person in two bodies.
Clanned them both. I was like ducking and diving.
Yeah, no, those ones are easy. Go fight the other guys. And it's like I'm level 10 in street brawls. I still can't beat anyone else. Like they're all really fucking hard. And like I really want that one. Luckily, it's not trophy for that.
You gotta get that perk where you punch.
That's why I'm punching the air.
You get that perk where you punch and it heals you. It's the perk you need.
Is there a perk for that? That's cool.
Yeah, I watched my friend. He did the whole thing. I didn't really do it. He did the whole thing and beat it. And did the whole quest line or whatever, so I watched him do it.
One thing I'll say this game isn't very good at is just exploration in general. I feel like I'm just not seeing anything new. Where like I can remember in like a Fallout or an Elder Scrolls game, like being at this point in a game, like 70 hours in or whatever I am, and still seeing new things. I'd say in this game I'm not really seeing anything new.
The largest game.
But no, it's not. Yeah, it is dense. The city's super.
I think they want you.
I would also like just some different scenery in these buildings. Like they do a good job of making the districts look different, kind of, if you look closely enough. But like a lot of times when you go in these buildings, they're like the same building, almost just like kind of turned a different way, or like sure. Everything's just like a club or a sex shop or something. That's like everything. I'm
like, you're partying and
I'm like, why are they isn't there just a house somewhere or something? I don't know. It's a nice family inside.
There's that district with the the USA people. I forget the name of their like group, whatever their gang is, but they're living in like a suburb with like a bunch of houses and stuff.
Yeah,
remember that area? That area is pretty different in terms of its look.
Yeah, cool. Okay, we can move on. You want to put a score on Cyberpunk? Oh shit.
I can, sure. I think the game could be a 9.5. I think that there are some things I wish were a little bit better, but I'd say a 9.
I was thinking 9 as well. Yeah, I was probably gonna give it a 9. I think it could have been a 9.5. I don't know. Obviously the bugs come a little bit into this. I have had way more crashes, by the way, since in the game. I only had 3 up until I beat the main story. Or maybe it was before that where I started crashing a little bit more. It just seems like the end game is crashing more.
Yeah, you said there was one of the updates that made it where you were crashing more.
Oh yeah. The 1.6 update. I don't know. It wasn't like immediately after I got that update though, where I noticed it crashing more. It was I just noticed a lot more NPCs and cars after that update. on my
so
game.
it was just too much.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if that's added into it, because I do notice when like I'm running super fast or whatever. Not obviously you can only run speed, but whatever. If I'm just like running through the city and like I'm going through an area with a bunch of cars or whatever, or I'm driving super fast, those are when I notice the most crashes. So I wonder if it's just loading too fast or whatever. And then
I got lucky, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like what's the word? Oblivious to the bugs at this point.
They're just happening, and you're just
they're just happening, and I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. There's a floating gun right there. Cool. If I pick that up. Nope. Yeah. All right. But yeah, I give it a 9 as well. I really enjoyed the game. Really enjoyed my time with it. Characters are great. I really like the combat. I'll make a controversial statement. I like this more in The Witcher 3. I think that's just because it's just more my type of world. I'm not too big a fan of fantasy.
Sure. I mean, I think
fantasy. What did you just say? Sorry.
I said I like this game more in Witcher 3. No, for real. It's just,
that's fair.
I think the combat's better. Like, the combat's way more fun in this than Witcher 3 was. I was never a fan of the combat in Witcher 3. The story's obviously better in Witcher 3, I think, especially the main story. But
maybe overall.
Yeah.
I think that Cyberpunk hits places that I
it's just more in my world.
Sure.
I'll say. But okay, we can move on to...
Has Daniel told you what he's playing?
I was mixed in with both of your things.
Yeah, he kind of just played Cyberpunk. Did you play anything else there, Daniel?
We can move on. I'll bring it up next week. I have one more game, but I'll bring it up next week.
Would you guys like to go over news stories, or would you just want to jump straight into the most anticipated of 2021?
We got a couple of news stories. Let's just do those real quick.
Okay, sure. I will pull those up.
They're not that big. We're still in the new year. We'll start getting more news.
Obviously not much news going on in the first week of January of the new year,
Yeah.
All I know is that Nintendo Direct Monday, let me tell you.
Is there a rumor of that?
It's just a rumor.
So many rumors. So many rumors.
Yeah, it's just a
real quick. Speaking of Nintendo, Nintendo has announced it plans to purchase Next Level Games, the developers that made Luigi's Mansion 3.
I'm surprised they didn't already own them, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of just assumed they did. Sims, you played Luigi's Mansion 3, right?
I did. Mario!
Yeah, it's still a game I want to play.
That was a really good Mario.
Mario? I love it. It's such a good game. Yeah, I really enjoyed Luigi's Mansion 1 and 3. Never played 2 on the DS. Never really got on with the DS.
I've never played any of them. I want to check out 3. I think I should. That might be my next game, to be quite honest.
Get number 1. Get a GameCube and play number 1.
Why is it better?
Oh, so much better. Number 1's so good.
Get a GameCube and play it. Okay, I will get on that.
Good.
Daniel, anything to say? Luigi's Mansion. These guys also made Mario Strikers.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too. So maybe they'll have them, maybe expand them a little bit. That's the weird thing about Nintendo is when it's a Nintendo game, you don't really think about the developer too much, unless it's like Retro or somebody like that.
You just always think, oh, Nintendo.
Yeah, it's just a Nintendo game, right? Mm-hmm. So like that's kind of why I just assumed that they had already owned the developer.
Yeah, I wish they differentiated their teams more. Like I would like to know like who exactly is making the Zelda games, who exactly is making the Mario games, so on.
I think it's actually pretty cool that it's just Nintendo that we kind of get.
Yeah, it is cool. Yeah, but I know there's like different teams. Like people talk about it. There's like Team A, Team B, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. And then another quick one for you guys. Outriders has been delayed to April 1st, 2021, but there is a demo coming sometime in February. Outriders is the Destiny-like third-person game made by People Can Fly, who made Bulletstorm.
Such a good
three-player co-op.
Yeah.
Game. They said it's not a games as a service is what they said. They said everything that will be in the game is in box. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But it is like a Destiny-like, though? Like you're running around doing missions with your friends?
Yeah, I assume it's just a co-op. They said you could play it single player as well. And I think that
a big preview for this, and I was just like, oh, it's Destiny.
Yeah. And I think that demo is supposed to have all 4 of the classes as well. So you could try out all 4 of them, which I think is pretty cool. But I like People Can Fly. Bulletstorm's great. So I just wonder what is the draw to this game? Because looked like a fun shooter, but what else are you really doing? You know, like maybe I need to play that demo to actually know if I like the game. You know,
Yeah.
like people can fly like as a shooting developer, like they're good. Bulletstorm is a good shooter. So
Yeah, it's interesting. This is third person.
yeah,
Yeah, I wonder what happened there.
Okay.
Okay.
How good was Bulletstorm? Like, seriously.
Bulletstorm was awesome.
So
the game was
good.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Did they help develop one of the Gears games?
Yeah, Gears
like Assist?
they helped.
Judgment.
I think they might have just made that straight up.
It could be.
I think
Yeah.
I did. I did not like Judgment.
I didn't either.
It's a weird game.
My
I don't know if
mates
I
love
like it, but it's a weird.
The whole campaign was just like a horde mode.
Yeah, it was so weird.
It's a weird game for sure.
Real quick, some new releases for you, new dates. There's only one. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World Complete Edition coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, Stadia on January 14th.
Yeah, I'm getting that game for sure.
Yeah, I played that back in the day. I don't think I ever beat it.
I did not play that game, and I love Scott Pilgrim, so
Yeah,
I'm very
it's
excited.
cool. If you like beat 'em ups, you'll like it. It's a good one. So, yeah. Okay, cool. We will now move on to our most anticipated games of 2021, guys. Guys,
Yes.
we are in 2021. I don't know if you noticed.
Are we? Oh
We are
my
here.
God.
There are video games coming out this year. I don't know if you knew that either. Sims, you excited? Video games?
I don't know if I
Never
believe
heard
that.
of him.
Never heard of them? Yeah, me neither.
It's a video game.
Okay, cool. So I am on IGN's list of most anticipated games. They just kind of got it all. They got all the major ones listed when their release date is and stuff. I like their list of
This
best.
is in order of like release.
Yeah,
Okay.
they got it in order and stuff. And then there's some other ones I added towards the end of games that might come out in 2021 that they don't have listed here, but we think might. So I will bring those up as well.
I
So to
got
start-
one. If you don't say it as well.
Okay, cool. If we don't, you will say that one. Starting up on January 20th, Hitman 3. We were talking about this a little bit
Very
earlier.
soon.
Yeah, very soon.
That's like the first real big release this year. There's like two of them coming out pretty close to each other. We'll talk about the other one, but
Yeah.
it's like the first real big. All right, 2020 or 2021 is kicking off.
You guys plan on buying this at all? Maybe.
I am because I want some stealth. Like I'm feeling some stealth, and I really haven't. I've watched a lot of Hitman 1 and 2, but I've not played them. But I want to see a little more of this game. I know it's supposed to be the end of like this new age trilogy. That gets me excited.
Sims, you and Agent 47 got the same haircut, so you gotta be excited, right?
Yeah, me and A47. Yeah, we're on.
Wait,
nicknames.
are you 47?
No,
Ooh.
no, me and
Turn
my
around,
boy.
you got the mark stain on it.
Yeah, let me turn around. Let me see that marking.
No, you just see. Me and A47, my boy A. We're just on like short name basis because we're cool.
Oh, you call him A.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
A. Sort of A.
Aaron, you're that
Not-
close. You guys are
Not
like
47. Eh?
Yeah, man. But no. Yeah. No. I've got too much to play. I've got like a 5-game backlog. Like I will see you boys in May. I'll only stop playing these games unless Ratchet or Village. Like they're the games I expect before May. I'm probably being stupid even expecting Village before May.
Maybe.
the leak was said April for that. So I mean, we'll talk.
Yeah,
about
they like to go in the first half of the year generally. So,
but whatever.
I really want Resident Evil.
Village.
Really want it.
It's coming. Anyways, next up on January 29th, or no, 8th, excuse me, is The Medium.
Yeah,
this is that horror game made by the guys that made what they make? What was that game? Blair
Blue
Witch.
Team.
Yeah.
They did Blair Witch. They did Layers of Fear.
They do Layers of Fear as well.
Yeah, and they did.
Did they do the Observer? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, this game looks cool. This is that one where
They've been kind of a hidden developer that like people like, but they haven't been talked about too much. You know,
good horror games. This is the Series X exclusive game, and not exclusive, but
I think it's on PC as well. But it's
is it on the original Xbox One though as well, though.
I'm pretty sure. No, wait, no, I don't think it is. I think it's Series X and S and
Exclusive.
PC.
Cool. That's
Is
very exciting.
Is it on Games Pass? Isn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
I already have it pre-downloaded right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I really want to play that when it comes out. I think Natalie does as well. I had an Xbox I had an Xbox X in my basket today. Easy as that.
Did you get it?
No, I just wanted to know what happened because over here we have Game. So they said, look, Xbox has just come out, click the link, was in a queue for like 4 minutes, and I wanted to see what happened after the queue, because I've never seen that before. Just so I'm ready for the PlayStation to drop. But apparently we're supposed to get PlayStations today.
Cross fingers.
You still need a second PS5, huh?
I know we have one, and woe is me, I want another one, but yeah, I want another one.
They did put out that demo or trailer, whatever gameplay thing, this a couple days ago or 2 days ago, something like that. I don't know if you guys watched that. It seemed interesting. They have a point where they split it and they show kind of both perspectives of what she's seeing in the real world versus like what her like visions are that she's seeing in kind of that other plane of existence or whatever. And it seemed interesting because you're like doing puzzles during the other plane of existence to affect the real world so that she can continue. So like I think that's kind of how they're trippy. Yeah, and they're both running like at the same time, which is really cool. So like I just wonder how like compelling is the story. Like the puzzles I think will be pretty interesting in how they do the two worlds, but I want to know like why am I doing that?
Yeah. Cool to see. Only a couple of weeks to you get that. Or be like 20 days away from that. So
yeah.
We will find out soon. Next up, February 12th is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury.
Yeah.
This is the re-release of Super Mario's 3D World, which came out on Wii U back in like 2014, 15,
something like that.
Whatever. Yeah, I've never played this game, so I'm looking forward to this.
Did you play Land?
Never played. Land?
Yeah, 3D Land.
3D Land.
I own that on the 3DS.
Because there's the one that's already on Switch. Is that not 3D Land?
No, that's Super Mario U Deluxe.
Yeah, that's the 2D.
No, that's the 2D one. There is another. Okay. There was two of those. Like,
what is Land?
Two of those games.
Yeah, it's on the DS. Land. There's the 3D Land.
Well, no. I think you guys are all confused.
Are we? I'm very
because I think there's three of those games. There's one with like the cat suits. There's that
3D World, right? Isn't that the one?
There's the 3DS one that first came out, and that was kind of that 2.5D thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was two on the Wii U. There was a sequel to one of those games. I don't know the name of it. There's already one out on Switch. I just don't know the name of it. I thought it was 3D Land. I'm not sure. But this is the sequel to it. And then it has new DLC, which I think is really cool. They're doing brand new DLC to this game. I'm excited for the new DLC. I'm excited for this game just in general. I want to check it out. Yeah, I never played it, so I would like to play it. It's supposed to be really good. So yeah, there's a couple of Mario Switch games that I haven't played. There's that one that I'm talking about, the 2D one that I still would like to play. Like I never had a Wii U really. So
there's Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS. Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U.
So is that it? There wasn't a sequel to it? I could be completely wrong. But I'm pretty sure there was like some like 3D-ish thing already on the Switch. But I don't know. Anyways, I want to play more Switch games in general this year. I feel like last year I felt like I was just like playing PlayStation the whole fucking year. Well, my Switch didn't get on last like February, so I didn't have a Switch for like 6 months. But whatever. Yeah. We're all pick up Hades.
I really want to play Hades. I really want to play Hades. So
pick it up.
Every time I see it, I'm just like, eh.
You don't have to. I know you like Supergiant.
Yeah, I like Bastion. I like Transistor. So I don't know. I probably would like it. Okay, cool. Next up, February 25th is Riders Republic. This is that Ubisoft open world extreme sports game. Extreme. I've been watching a lot of Cobra Kai. I know I'm getting off track.
Yes.
That feels very extreme.
I just watched it all within like the past like week and a half.
Did you really? Okay. Yeah. I had to go back and watch. I saw the Karate Kid one like forever ago. So I rewatched that, and then I watched part 2, part 3, and then the next Karate Kid. And I was just like, holy shit, it's a lot of Karate Kid. Then I started Cobra Kai, and now I'm just like,
let's go.
Cobra Kai is so fucking good.
Let's go.
Okay. Getting off Cobra Kai go. This game looks really cool. Cool little extreme sports game coming out of. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a Destiny-like thing. If this games as a service,
they are pretty vague on A lot of
Yeah, or if it's just like a
which is so weird because we've seen a lot of their games. When they announced that,
you've seen
they
a
were
lot of
10
gameplay.
minutes of that.
Remember they revealed it or whatever, and you could watch it for like an
It
hour or
just kept
whatever.
Going, yeah,
Yeah,
they did not stop showing that game.
yeah. So looking
It
forward
looked
to
like
that.
it was a battle royale. To me, it looked like a battle royale downhill on a bike. Which
Yeah,
sounds insane. I
sounds
would check
great.
that
Yeah,
out. I would check
Yeah.
that out. It had a bunch of like Fall Guys ish extreme sports games. That sounds fun to me.
yeah. It really does look fun. I don't know if I'll get it right away. I don't know. This comes off as a game to me where it's like I don't really want to pay full price for that, you know, because it's like
It depends on how good it is. Like I'm not into
Yeah,
those
that's a good point.
too much, but if it's really good, I might.
It's
check
really
it out.
good. Check it out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So then next up we've skipped that one. Destruction All Stars coming out sometime in February. That's going to be the PS Plus game for
For February, right?
I'm
It should
looking
be
forward to
February
this.
1st. When
Yeah.
it be February 1st when it comes out?
it's the first Tuesday or whatever of the month.
Yeah.
So whatever date that is for February, that's
Is it?
when it'll
Okay,
come
let me
out. Yeah. Also, real quick, Maneater just came out for the PS5. I'm looking.
Yes, I grabbed that.
Yeah, I grabbed that too. That was a cool one. But
It's the second.
Yeah.
It's first Tuesday. The second.
yeah, still really smart idea that they made this just a free PS Plus game. Because
Well, to be honest, I don't know how many people would want to buy it.
yeah, exactly. So
Not hating on the game, but it just I don't know.
It looks like a lot of fun.
yeah, we should all check this out.
Especially if it's a plus game, right?
We all get it. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then next, March 19th, Returnal comes out. This is the Housemarque game. It's their first attempt at a big AAA game, exclusively coming out PS5. March 19th.
Shooter.
Looks cool. I'm excited for this one. I don't know how good the story will be. I just don't know how good of writers they have over at Housemarque, but they're great with gameplay. Like all their games I played Matterfall, great gameplay. Razogun, obviously great gameplay. All the stuff they have, they're really excellent at gameplay, and they're kind of taking what they've learned from all their other games and putting it into this one. Trying to make a big AAA game out of it. So yeah, be exciting to see.
I'm definitely going to wait for reviews for this one. I want to know how good it actually is, especially them dipping into third-person shooters. Like I love third-person shooters, but they're kind of doing that Hades thing, is what I'm getting the vibe of, giving you a reason why you're dying and coming back. I think that's going to be the story as well. They're going to like Hades. There's a reason why you're dying and coming back, right? Like he's kind of he's cursed to do this. So like I feel like she's going to have some sort of like reason why she's like coming back, or I don't know. I don't really know too much of the story, but there's like that picture of all the skulls. I just assumed that's you dying that many times or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how heavy they even go with story. It could just be one of those where like they don't have too much writing and story going on in it. I don't know.
If they're going like trying to be a full like AAA game, then they got to have something.
Yeah, that's what really surprised me is when this is a full price $70 game, and I thought for sure this was just going to be like a $40 thing. So we'll see. They got to have the content there to
Exactly
charge that much, right? Yeah, looking forward to it though.
I'm very curious.
Yeah, that'll be our first big PS5 exclusive of the year.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Unless Ratchet like surprisingly comes out whenever. They said launch a window.
yeah,
That's like the first week. But
I expected like a date now, like this time,
For
this
Ratchet,
week.
I know.
I expected
Me
this
too.
week. I thought we'd start the year off with big news, like
So, yeah, we're probably
March
looking
23rd
at
or something.
we'll
spring.
talk about it later. But I think we'll get Ratchet in that same April time when they came out the remake. It was like end of April.
That feels right.
Yeah, I think it'll be right there. Okay, cool. So next up, Monster Hunter Ryze coming out on Switch. This is that Switch exclusive Monster Hunter game. Sims, you're a Monster Hunter fan.
I'm not a fan, and we just fell into World. I think we've had a discussion. I think we may be getting this. I'm not sure. I think we want to try it out. Like, it'd be nice to jump into a Monster Hunter together. Like,
I wonder how many
Real
people
offended
are.
when I called you a Monster Hunter fan. Sorry.
no, I mean,
He saw that movie and he was like, "Fuck you, I'm not a fan."
no, I think there is a massive like world out there of Monster Hunter fans, and I don't want to disrespect them by like, yeah, I played World, yeah, so.
I wonder how many people are gonna get a Switch because they played World and didn't have a Switch before. I'm curious.
It'll probably sell really well on Switch, I'd imagine.
They usually do. So I'm curious, like, is this going to push people from World, like whatever console, PC, to get a Switch?
Will it play the same? I feel like World played differently.
The Switch doesn't have online features that the other consoles do, so probably not.
Strange. I look forward to it. Maybe pick it up. When's it out? Sorry.
That is March 26th. Okay, so next up, we just talked about this. Outriders coming out April 1st. Yeah, we talked about that, so still looking forward to that. Who knows?
Definitely we need to see or play the demo.
Then we are continuing with the games with an actual date, so we're skipping kind of far ahead. But now all the way in May 21st, we have Deathloop. Looking forward to that. Yeah.
That was not what I thought was going to be next, actually. Okay, Deathloop.
That's the next one with a confirmed date. So
didn't Far Cry have a date in May?
No, it got delayed.
It does actually. That is after this.
I thought it got delayed. I thought it got delayed without a release date.
It got delayed out of February, but
yeah, it was supposed to be.
We're gonna talk about Far Cry after this.
Okay. Deathloop, though. I wonder when it's coming to Xbox. I know that there was that year exclusivity, but I wonder if that's changed.
I feel like
I think they can.
I think they have to honor it.
Contracts.
Interesting. I guess we'll have to see, but
I mean,
I hope
they still not.
You know
they don't own them yet, do they? It's like a verbal agreement at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, but
from one thing Phil Spencer said, this is they will honor those contracts.
Yeah,
that deal will go through before that game comes out, I assume.
You think?
Yeah, 100%. That deal will be done soon, I assume.
Those deals take forever, though.
It will. I mean, it's not going to take a year to do that deal. I mean, they are moving hard cash for that. They're paying straight up cash. There are no stocks, nothing.
Just Uncle Phil with about 10 men behind him with like millions of pounds in each briefcase. Like
just opening those cases.
You're like, have you seen Yu-Gi-Oh? And like Seto Kaiba just like gives him that briefcase. I will trade you all these cards for that blue eyes white dragon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Deathloop though, cool game. I
can't wait.
It's like another roguelike that is giving you another reason to be dying all the time, right? We just talked about this with Returnal. Hades did it. Now Deathloop is also going to do it, where you're dying and learning and dying and learning and dying.
Death Stranding did it.
Did it? Is
it
about dying and learning?
When you died, did you come back on that one thing?
I see. I didn't die in that game, so I'm not sure.
Damn.
Yeah.
Pro gamer over here.
No, but, yeah, it's very interesting. Like, I like the style. We all love Arcane. Arcane's awesome.
Arcane's incredible. So,
I like them doing something different with a unique. Do you know
which Arcane team this is? Is this the Dishonored team or the Prey team?
I assume that this is the Dishonored team.
Okay, because I didn't like Prey, honestly.
I'm playing that a little bit.
Are you? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it was really cheap. It was like $5 or $6.
Okay.
Buy it.
Yeah, Prey bored the shit out of me, but so hopefully
it has a cool style. But yeah, I'm very curious about this game.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get a little bit better with their gunplay because the limited amount of guns you did have in the Dishonored games it didn't feel quite.
They're
right.
like
melee in that game was fine. Yeah, that was pretty much all you had. Sims, aren't you a huge Dishonored fan?
Yeah, massive. Can't wait.
Yeah.
And then
where's that tattoo?
I haven't got it yet.
the Outriders, or what is his name? The Outsider tattoo or whatever?
No.
That guy with the tattoo.
There's rumours, aren't there, of the other team that's disappeared and they've gone to make their own game, aren't they?
Yeah, there's new rumors now that Arcane is making a separate game, new IP. It was supposed to be.
Well, there was always the two different teams.
Yeah, well, I think this is like not even. Is it not even Arcane? Is it? Is the people that made it have gone somewhere else?
Oh, is that what happened?
Today, wasn't it? I can't remember. It was discussed somewhere.
It was like the other day. Yeah. Anyways,
Respawn and people from Respawn and people from Arcane.
I didn't hear anything about
Respawn is rumored to be making a different game. I think that's what. I think you're combining those stories.
Yeah. But no, yeah. I'm massive. I can't wait. This game looks interesting. With all the blinking and all that. Like, give me more Dishonored. Like,
100%.
Yeah, really cool style to it.
Yeah, that grindhouse style. Love it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So next up, May 25th, we have Far Cry 6.
When did it get a date?
We talked about it on the show.
I think it got leaked, and they were just like, "Yeah, that's the date."
Yeah, it was like store leaked on Xbox's like website or something.
Yeah,
we talked about it on the show.
So I hope I kind of move because like I don't like the idea of 2 first-person shooters coming out 4 days apart. That kind of just
I wish it would have stuck in February. I think that was a good time for it.
Especially 2 games I want to play. It's like, that sucks.
Same week.
I don't.
Yeah, I love Far Cry. This is my preferred Ubisoft franchise. Can't wait for Far Cry 6. Got Gus from Breaking Bad in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see him like lead a cartel.
Yeah, that's
super scary.
Really good idea to cast him as a villain.
Yeah.
I'll have to wait for reviews for this game. This game has to come out to like bang in reviews to get me play it. Because it's just the same formula, isn't it? Like it's the same Far Cry.
Yeah, I mean it's been a couple years 2 years since
they
Far
need to
Cry 5.
rejig it, don't they? They need to redo, like change something.
Are they just gonna make it a giant RPG though? I was thinking about this while playing Cyberpunk. I was like, they could so easily take all this like they did for The Witcher 3 and they put it in Assassin's Creed. They could take everything from Cyberpunk and put it into Far Cry. If they want to.
Sure.
Just make it a giant RPG like that. And it's like, I kind of hope they don't do that. I'd scale it down if anything. But yeah. Looking forward to Far Cry 6. Another Far Cry game. It's probably outside. I mean, you're probably going to get like 8, if I had to guess.
Maybe. It depends on how good that story is.
Yeah. And then the last game we have with a date for the year is Back 4 Blood on June 22nd. I am looking forward to this game.
Yes.
I will need people to play it with, but I am looking forward to this game.
Yeah, definitely. That game. We've been missing that game, right? That co-op, like, just shooting stuff, Like, I really.
Apparently, it's just straight up Left 4 Dead, is what everyone's been saying. So it's like, okay, cool.
Are we all getting this game?
I'm going to get it.
I want to get it for sure.
I want to get this game. I thought you the other day, you were quite down on it.
Me?
One of you were. I swear they were. Must be the other podcast I do.
Oh, the other Nerdic Gods 2?
Yeah. No, I swear the other day you were like, I never played it and didn't really like it.
That's not us.
You got a separate side podcast there, Sims?
Apparently so. Yeah, because I was thinking, hopefully they'll buy it so we can do something. Because I really want to play this game. 100%.
Yeah, this game looks fun.
Yeah, you should definitely all buy it. Check it out. Do some Let's Plays or whatever the fuck.
Excuse me. Bloody Lord. I'm just yawning and sneezing tonight. I have had a rough day at work.
Now, all the next games we have do not have dates, but they are said to be out sometime in spring. So, first half-ish. First up, Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, that got pushed. That's got to be early.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty soon, I'd imagine. I swear, I think a release they got leaked for that somewhere.
Did it? I would see like February, maybe.
March. I think it was like early March, like March 6th or something, I want to say. Something like that.
I feel like I've heard about this game forever.
I know, it was supposed to come out last year.
Yeah. I just found out it's not a straight up remake, or at least like I thought they were just gonna take the parts from the.
No, they're doing a lot to that game.
Put it in there and then just like add it out. No, yeah, it's like a whole new.
I'm thinking about playing that game. That game looks cool.
I'm looking forward to playing this one.
So it's like voice acted, right?
Yeah.
It's all that.
I haven't played a Lego Star Wars game since the very first one.
I haven't played a Lego game really ever.
Yeah, and that game was great.
How many Lego games is there?
There's way too many. So many.
But they're fun though. They're a good time. Like,
they put out one like every other year, pretty much.
I mean, Natalie did Pirates of the Caribbean before. I think.
Yeah. I've done Indiana Jones. I think that's it. I did a little bit of Lord of the Rings one, I think.
Oh my god, there was a Lord of the Rings one.
Yeah, there's so many. There's so many.
One of like
even the superhero ones. There's so many superhero ones.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've got Harry Potter Lego.
I don't like Harry Potter. Next up, sometime in spring 2021, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Can't fucking wait. I am so excited for this.
I'm excited, but it's like I already played the games. Like I
wish this was just out now. Like I wish this was the next thing I could go on to. It's just
Mass
like, I
Effect
want
2.
to buy all 3 of these. That'd be great. I don't know. So I'm gonna have a great time with these. I'm gonna be playing these for a while. Hopefully, it come out around a good time. I don't want like anything else to come out around it. That would suck. Like if this game's like end of May and then like Deathloop and Far Cry are the next week,
or the beginning of May.
Yeah, it's gonna be some shit like that, and it's like I'm gonna need like at least a solid month with just this game, just to play through.
This would be like a good summer game when there's not a ton.
It would be a good summer game, yeah, for sure. I haven't played through the first Mass Effect. And,
Yeah, that is the one game that probably needs the most work. I just wonder how much they're actually doing to that game.
You could honestly, with the first one, just have done like a straight up remake. It like almost needs that. Just like they're gonna have to really improve the shooting.
See, I like 3 in its gameplay, but I just wish they all played like 2, because 2 had that like get into cover, use their abilities, but you can also get out there and like shoot and stuff. So I like that, but more of a hybrid than 3 or 1.
I'm trying to convince Natalie to play it.
She should. Mass Effect's.
I want to play it together.
Mass Effect,
one of the greatest trilogies in gaming.
I'd have missed it if I'd not tried it. Like, I was never excited about it. I just tried it. Never played 1.
Oh, you gotta play 1, man.
1's good. 2's the best.
2 is the best, but like 1
best.
is. I would also call 1 a 10 out of 10. Like the villain of 1 is so.
Honestly, most of 3 is 10 out of 10 too. So
I enjoyed number 3. I enjoyed them all. I literally I'd love to just sit down with them and play all through.
If 3 nailed its ending, it'd be like everyone would know that trilogy is just like the best trilogy ever.
It kind of already is.
Okay.
Next up, it's coming out sometime in the first half of 2021. Gran Turismo 7.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
That's probably like honestly, it's probably a May game.
Yeah, sometime around then. They could really just put this out whenever, and the people that are fans of it are just gonna buy it. So yeah. Cool. Then next up, also sometime in the first half of 2021, we talked about it already a little bit. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Can't fucking wait. This game looks incredible.
Yes.
This is the one I'm super hyped for the first half of this year.
Definitely like top 5 most anticipated.
Yeah, of the year overall, probably. Yeah. But yeah, can't wait for this. Everything we've seen looks great. I don't need to see any more gameplay. I don't need like a whole state of play on this.
No, Connor, let me see that opening sequence again. Like, let's do it again. Yeah, one more time.
Keely does a thing, and he's like, "All right, guys, here's a little bit more."
More to the end.
Just turns the other way once, and he's like, "There it is, guys! Incredible."
God, I saw that same sequence like 3 times.
Yeah.
So when do we see this game?
I hope
earlier April.
March or April. I hope.
Yeah, I think
so. So Returnal's in March.
Yeah.
So then it has to be April. They're not putting like those 2 games with each other.
Yeah, that's what I would guess too. Be my guess. Maybe we'll get like real lucky, and it's like beginning of March or like February, But they would have to announce that like now, then, So I don't know. I don't see that happening unless there's a state of play like next week.
March
setting up the year. Yeah.
March 19th.
Really? Right next to Returnal? That'd be rough.
Not the same day?
No, it's like the week after, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay, February. Let's say February. February the 19th.
There you go. I like that date.
I got a week off for that too.
I would like that. I would like that a whole lot. Okay, cool. And now we are moving on to games that have just said 2021.
Okay.
So we don't know when, but they're coming out sometime in 2021. First up, a new Battlefield coming out sometime this year. We can assume fall.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. They haven't said anything, so
new Battlefield coming out this year.
November. That's pretty much what coming out.
You pretty much end of October, whatever. It's going to be right there. This presumably be Battlefield 6. Or is it 5?
6.
5. Maybe it's a new Bad Company. I don't know. I know people wanted that for a while.
That'd be cool. Do
cool.
Bad Company 3.
Yeah.
Bad Company 3.
Yeah.
Just call it that. That'd be great.
See that. I'm not a Battlefield guy, so I probably won't be picking this up.
I liked Battlefield 3. I played a lot of Battlefield 3 on 360. I really like that game.
Sims, you a Battlefield guy at all?
No.
Yeah, I'm with
He
you.
doesn't like FPSs.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I have to really enjoy it. I have to really pique my interest.
The problem with Battlefield is like I've never played a good Battlefield campaign, where I've played good Call of Duty campaigns.
Yeah, their focus isn't the campaign usually.
Yeah,
but I heard Bad Company 1 and 2 have good campaigns, so I just haven't played them.
Cool. Speaking of first-person shooters, sometime in 2021, fall 2021 to be specific, Halo Infinite. Supposedly.
Yeah.
November.
It's still probably September or October, November. Like it's got to
I
be
would hope
somewhere.
they go back to the September thing. September
I
used to be,
think September is Halo month, is what it should be.
that used to be.
I think because everybody's talking about it being launched on like the anniversary. I would like them to launch and then build to that anniversary,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
and then have like an anniversary event or something. That's what I would want.
Yeah, everyone's talking about that anniversary. It's like I don't think they give a flying fuck about that anniversary. Like
They just want the game to come out, right?
it was supposed to come out last year, but there wasn't an anniversary anyway.
What
So,
year
yeah,
is it? Is it the 10-year?
It's 20 Halo 1. It's the Halo anniversary.
Listen,
20 years. Halo's been
okay,
around
yeah.
forever.
Yeah, I said it.
20 years ago, Sims was on a corner. He was a heroin addict. He had no idea what was going on in this video.
Crazy.
game.
I was
Crazy.
I was 9 years old on heroin.
Oh, whoa. Crazy life.
Sims had a rough childhood. You guys have no idea. Anyways, next up.
Apparently so.
It's, coming out sometime late 2021 is the Lord of the Rings Gollum.
Yeah, I forgot about that game. Yeah.
We all looking forward to this one, right?
What sucks because I really like Lord of the Rings a lot, and maybe if this story is like, oh, okay, if the gameplay is okay,
It's supposed to be just a straight up adventure game, so I don't know.
yeah, if that story is interesting, I might play it.
You could make a really cool stealth game out of this. Out of a
I think
Gollum.
that's what isn't that what it's supposed to be?
Is
Like
it?
some stealth stuff?
Just Hitman in Mordor. That's what it is. Just,
He's like going behind. Is he dressing up like Orkai?
Yeah.
Like walking in.
got the sword around.
Oh my god!
Yeah. I don't know who's this being made by, but
I
yeah,
forget.
it's either just being an adventure game.
We got
Mostly
that really
combat,
weird.
That's what they said.
Yeah, we got that really weird picture of Gollum.
Stealth. That's what they said.
Yeah,
So I don't know
stealth.
what kind of stealth Prince of Persia got. Also, we didn't mention that Prince of Persia, whatever the fuck, comes out.
Oh yeah,
March something. I don't know.
it
Why.
got
It was
pushed.
delayed, didn't it? It was supposed to be this month.
Yeah.
That game looks rough.
That's probably why they pushed it.
It does look rough.
Shame.
I don't know if another month's gonna really help that, but whatever.
We'll see.
Okay, cool. Then coming out sometime second half of 2021 is the next gen version of GTA 5.
Oh right, yeah,
I'm a psychopath, so I will buy this for a third time and play through the story.
sure.
Third time.
Yeah, I bought it on.
Yeah, it was a 360 game.
Yeah, I know,
Or-
but you've played the story 3 times.
I played it twice. Now I will play it a third time.
Crazy. Like
I
that's a
did
long
try.
story.
I did play it on a PS4. I got quite a bit into it.
I like the story in GTA 5.
No, it's great. It's just
Yeah,
a
it's
long
good.
story that you replayed twice already.
I will do it again. So I'm crazy. Okay, and then also said to be coming out sometime in the second half of 2021 is the big one, Horizon Forbidden West.
Yes.
Can't fucking wait. Definitely my most anticipated.
you both are, and I'm just like,
I cannot wait, man. I can't. I was thinking about replaying the first one just for shits and giggles, but yeah, this game it's gonna be incredible, man. Get some cool underwater shit going. Continue Halo's
Hopefully,
story.
like I'm as much hyped as you, but there's like some weird hesitation for me that it's not going to live up to that first.
That underwater shit.
No, just in general, just the game. Like, I hope it lives up to that first game. I really do.
Yeah. I think with this game in particular, that was their first attempt at a third-person open world game. So they're going to take all the lessons they learned from that and then put it into this one. So I am incredibly excited to see what they do with that. I cannot wait for Horizon Forbidden West. Absolutely love the gameplay in Horizon. One of my favorite experiences of last gen. So yeah, curious to see where they go with the story and stuff.
Yeah.
it looks stunning
The
on
what?
PS5.
One game you didn't, or are you done with all the games?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still going. Next up, Crossfire X coming out sometime in 2021. This is the single player mode to this Crossfire X game that's being made. The single player version is being made by Remedy.
Yeah.
I know the
So
multiplayer is out somewhere on PC, but I think that's presumably coming to consoles as well. The multiplayer.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an Xbox exclusive.
Is it? Okay. Is
Yeah.
the single player too?
Yeah, it's not coming to PlayStation. It'll be like PC and Xbox or Series X,
Okay, cool.
S and X.
Yeah, I'm really curious about the single player just because Remedy's making it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like that's gotta be interesting. Like a Sam Lake FPS story. I don't know what that could be, but
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
trippy shit out of that Sims.
Yeah, probably.
It looks nice to look at.
It's nice.
Yeah, I'm I can't think of anything that I'm excited for except for maybe 1 or 2 games because I don't believe that God of War's coming out. So
Yeah, me either. But it being Remedy doesn't get you interested at all.
no.
Okay.
I am.
Speaking of God of War, said to be coming out sometime in 2021, is God of War Ragnarok.
This has to be like a Miles Morales story.
I told you that, like, this is why when we did our reactions or whatever, that I was not down, but like not that excited because they literally didn't show anything. So, like, I don't know.
Plus, it's just like unbelievable that this game could come out this year. Like,
Yeah.
it really is. It's just like to the point where like I'm thinking like maybe it is. Like, I don't. Why else would they say that?
When did it come out? 2018. God of War.
Yeah,
March or whatever.
It's
2018.
like not enough time, isn't it? Like 2020.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how
Is it?
big this game is. You know.
I mean, look at Horizon though. That took 4 years. You know, and
Yeah.
we still, I mean, it's gonna be over 4 years by the time.
I would have guessed next year, anyways. Right? That's what I would have guessed.
Yeah. And it's like typically 4 to 5 years is like the span these games take to develop. So I don't know.
Because this game, they haven't said, but if it is a PS4 game as well, then they already have the engine. So like it could take less time.
Yeah, I would hope it wasn't just Sony wanting to hype everyone up and get people to go out and buy PS5s. So they said 2021.
I think that's what it was.
It could very well be that. But
how do we buy PS5s?
That's why it didn't seem necessary, you know.
But like, if you're gonna, yeah, exactly. You could have just not put 2021 and just announced God of War Ragnarok, and like it would have been fine. Like we all know it's coming anyways.
Yeah, why the date? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. If this comes out this year, that'll be fucking insane.
Then they'd have to kind of mess with where Horizon goes.
Yeah, that one's still set to be first half of 2021. So, second half. Yeah, never mind. So yeah.
It'd have to be like August and then November or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. You're right. Although they just did Last of Us and Ghost.
Could be September and then
I think
November.
With Ghost and Last of Us, I think they were backed into a really bad corner.
Yeah, but look how well that worked out. Like that, those are those.
Yeah, but Last of Us
5 best-selling games of the year now.
Yeah, Last of Us kept getting pushed though, so that's why.
Yeah,
I hope they're ballsy and just like release Horizon in like July or whatever.
That'd be cool. We need more summer games.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Okay, cool. Next up, sometime in 2021, Ghostwire Tokyo. That'll also be the timed exclusive for PS5, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game looks cool. Little
yeah, I want to see more reviews
type thing. Yeah.
Like I like TangleWorks, and it is the creator of Resident Evil, so
it doesn't look much like a horror game when you look at it.
No, and they had a different director. It was the what is her name?
Yeah, I can't remember her name either. The really funny girl.
Yeah, she's great. She ended up. Yes, she was the director, and then she left, and she said that she left because she was pregnant or something. Yeah. But like, I don't know. There's something fishy with that. And then I think the Resident Evil director came in now, so I don't know. Something feels weird about that game, even though I'm kind of excited for it.
Yeah, we'll see if it even ends up coming out this year, because you are right with all these problems going around with it.
Like, what? Why did I just don't understand why she left. Is it just because she was pregnant and gonna have a baby? I'm not sure.
Certainly, there's a story to tell there.
Well, what she do? So. Like, no disrespect to anyone that makes games or anything, or directs games. But surely she just sat at her desk.
No, there's a lot more to directing.
Okay,
then
standing over someone.
You got to do a lot of running when you're directing a game, Sims.
Stop. Continue. That was me directing the podcast.
Oh, okay. That was really good, Danny.
Yeah, see?
Impressive. Next up, Gotham Knights coming out sometime in 2021.
I have Blue Sims' mind.
I freaked out. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I freaked out. I was like, what is going on?
Yep.
Did Daniel just freeze time? Like, what the fuck?
I did.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, I'm probably I'm probably underthinking it. Like, you know, being in like motion capture. I don't know. It depends on the game. Yeah, it's a load of bollocks. She shouldn't. There's something dodgy and fishy about it.
I don't want to just throw it out. I think that there might be, but I don't know. There might not be. She might have just wanted to move on. She might have just wanted to move on.
She looks so.
Okay. Anyways, sometime in 2021. She's pregnant. She didn't want to work there. Like, who knows, man? Who
Shut
cares?
the fuck up.
Sorry. Sometime in 2021, Gotham Knights is coming out. PS5,
right.
Series X, PS4, Xbox One, PC.
I think this is my most anticipated game.
It's got to be up there, right? Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I feel like I really want to play this game with Nat. Like, I just want to have a really good time with it. Like, just me and her just tazzing around. I'll be Batgirl. She could be Robin.
See, I don't need the co-op. That's my only thing. Is like I just wanted a single player game.
I think you're getting that too, though.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like they're balancing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play with anybody, so it's just gonna be a single player game for me.
Come on, me and you, Daniel, get in there.
Maybe.
You have some thugs.
Unless you play it on Xbox.
Okay. One we did miss from this list is It Takes Two, which I don't know why that wasn't on.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
March 6th, something like that.
Yeah, it's
I don't
early. It's early.
know, something. Whatever. That's the game from Yosu's Fires. I need more of you to play that with me still. I already pre-ordered it, so I already.
Why don't you play, get
nice.
your mum? Like, why don't you get your mum to play it with you?
My mom doesn't even know how to hold the controller, bro. I don't know. I don't think
We're
she
just
can
holding
do
it
that.
like this.
Yeah, that's pretty much. She throw it like a boomerang. Anyway, next up, coming out sometime in 2021, Hogwarts Legacy. Maybe.
Oh, I forgot this game existed.
I am not the Harry Potter guy at all. We'll throw it over to YouTube. Go ahead.
I am excited, but I did forget this game existed. So
I am really excited. I'm excited for this one. I really hope it's good. And I hope
it's good.
Hogwarts, and it being the main title, I hope that is just done so much justice.
I hope we see more gameplay. I want to see something of that game. What is this game?
We will see. I don't know. Maybe we'll get like a big PlayStation blowout, like early in the year, knowing that there's no E3. Like, they can do anything. If there isn't going to be an E3.
Yeah,
No.
maybe a digital E3, something like that. Kind of like Keeley bringing people together. Maybe they'll do something like that.
Yeah, I can see the Summer Games thing coming
I can
back.
see this year being very different. Like, it's getting a lot of bigger announcements, like showcases, even earlier in the year. Do you know what I mean?
I just don't want what it was last year.
No, and
Again.
I'm guessing Jeff or the E3 committee or whoever is running all this bollocks is already on it, because you'd be stupid to think that you're getting an E3. Or not with the booths. Do you know what I mean? No public.
I said digital.
Yeah, like maybe how Jeff did the Game Awards, like E3 that way.
Yeah, something like that. That'd be fun.
Anyway,
I actually think this year is going to be a lot more calmer in terms of announcements, like big announcements. I don't. We kind of have the whole schedule for Sony and Xbox right now.
You've got all
I
these
think
games.
I know what all their studios are
It's
working on.
like Xbox though. Like they have all these studios now. They got all these other Bethesda studios that are going to be purchased, and they can announce what they've been working on, right? So like I think especially Xbox, like Sony, we kind of have
All,
a
like,
bit of
all the developments are all the games being made though in the studios for Xbox, pretty much.
no, not
Like,
really.
who don't we know about now?
Yeah, but we don't know. We don't like what's
We
having a
got the
blowout.
Initiative, we got
Let's have a blowout for Perfect
Weird.
Dark and for
oh yeah, like stuff like that. Of
and-
course, I'm just saying in terms of like big game announcements. I don't think
No,
we're gonna get a lot.
I
this
think
year.
we
Yeah,
need
but what
like,
about all those Bethesda studios? What about that Arcane game, right? Or what about Machine
They
Games?
still officially own
Machine Games hasn't made it.
Bethesda, but I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, Machine Games. I mean, we could assume they're working on Wolfenstein 3.
Bethesda.
Yeah, I mean, there are some,
There are
sure.
some,
I'm just saying, like, in terms of those big two, I think Sony and Xbox are pretty much laid out right now.
No, I disagree. I think Xbox because I think that they will acquire them and then have a big event ready.
No, I mean, certainly they're going to acquire them. Yeah, they could do that, sure.
because I think Starfield's going to be that big game. That's going to be the end of
Yeah,
their
we already
event.
know, like, Starfield's. I'm just saying, that I don't think there's going to be a lot of game announcements this year. That's just my point.
I
and then
guess.
what I was trying to say before you two start freaking shouting is like you'll get these big showcases of the game. So that if Sony did like anyone who did like one, you'd have Hogwarts 15 minutes gameplay or 10 minutes gameplay, 5 minutes gameplay. More Batman, and then God of War at the end, something like that. Because they can do what they want. Like if they know they haven't got these events to commit to, what's to stop Sony from doing something in the middle of March? Come join us.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
What they need to do, this is my advice to any of those people making events. Just show your trailer. I don't need a gameplay footage in the middle of these big other games, right? Show the trailer, show a little something, whatever, show some gameplay, get out of there, get in, get out. Then say, hey, we got another 10-minute gameplay, go check it out after or whatever. Do that. I don't need the event for 4 hours, like just show me the game and then show the next game. Just keep going. That's my advice.
I agree. I concur.
Thank you.
Next up, sometime in 2021, Resident Evil Village, which we expect this to be more first half, I'd say.
I think so.
Than second half.
It depends on how big they think this game's going to be and they can market it. If they think this game's going to be huge, it could just be like August or something like October. Get it in October.
Big Capcom leak that happened probably like a month ago now said April. So maybe things have changed because of Corona since then. But, maybe they still hit that April date. Who knows?
It just seems like Resident Evil spot there, doesn't it? January, February, March.
Yeah, it's usually the beginning of the year. Yeah.
RE3 remake came out. Didn't that come out in April last year?
RE3 was in March.
Was it? Okay, yeah.
Like Resident Evil 7 was January, right?
Yeah.
January, and then 2 was in February, wasn't it? Or was it? No, it was January as well.
They were all so good. Yeah, it was end of January. I remember taking my car for an MOT. Don't know why. Yeah, I want Resident Evil now. That's what I want. The year's over. The year started. I want something to look forward to. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to look forward to. I mean, that sounds quite...
February would be great.
I've got like 5 games to play. But I still want that, that's coming out next week. Or, I look forward to the preview, look forward to the review. There's nothing. And like, no disrespect to the medium. Well, I haven't got an Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
Yeah, Resident Evil Village, though, looks fantastic. Everything they're showing on that game, I'm just like, hell yes. Like, that looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, I always tell you, my only thing is it being first person. I wish it was third person.
Yeah, that's just third person horror games.
Sorry, it's so weird. It's like some first person more, but
I know, it is weird.
Yeah, I actually did like the first person in Resident Evil 7 quite a bit. So
I think it was fine. I just don't think it was like
how they innovate on that even more. Yeah, and the whole village idea sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then that is pretty much all of them that have said they've been coming out in 2021.
Does anybody else have anything that wasn't?
I have one, but it's not even been announced. But apparently, they missed a year to do it this year. I'm really looking forward to what they've done with the wrestling game, like WWE 2K.
Oh yeah. You think it's going to be another big game?
Yeah, they said they're missing 21. Yeah,
and Battlegrounds or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not even bothered with that. I just want to know what they're gonna do. Like, how is it gonna be? Are they really, have they really gone all in on it to make this game better? Like, I want the characters to look better. I want the game to handle how I want it to handle. Like, not real, but arcadey and real at the same time. Just give me like, here comes the pain gameplay. Like, it doesn't have to take itself so seriously. It's not a real sport anyway.
Wrestling doesn't take itself
exactly.
Too seriously.
Yeah. I don't want that whole flying in there and then landed on the mat. I want just,
you don't need a simulation, right? You want fun. Yeah, you want fun.
Like, Brock Lesnar's just to pick someone up, like, and have, he has the same like animation for every character he's got, and it doesn't have to look like he's struggling to do it. Just let him do it. Like, I'm excited for that. Like, I'm really excited.
Struggle.
No, like he got knocked out. In all fairness to him in UFC though, right? Massive tangent. He was really ill when Overeem. Is it Overeem that was kicking him?
Overeem need him.
And then he just went down like a sack. Like, he was he nearly died.
Did he?
Yeah, he was seriously ill.
Yeah. Didn't he get in a car accident before that fight though? It was a few months before that.
I don't know.
Or not a few months. It was like,
I know he was really struggling with something going on inside.
No, he was really good though at MMA. Like, people love hating on Brock Lesnar, but like, he's really
because he always plays the heel.
Yeah.
My one game that they didn't mention was Darkest Dungeon 2. It's supposed to come out this year. They haven't said too much. They announced it. Then this past year it was like another year or so. And then last year they kind of showed a little trailer or whatever, and they had that DLC for the first game. It was like the multiplayer mode, and then they haven't said much about 2. So hopefully it comes out this year. I would like that game to come out this year.
And then just some other games that might be 2021. We don't quite know, but we're all very hopeful. Obviously, Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh, yeah.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
Hellblade 2.
Yeah. Let's stick on Breath of the Wild for a second. We're all clearly excited for Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, right. Definitely. I love Breath of the Wild, so very excited. Hopefully we get that game. I want that game.
Yeah.
Nintendo have to have a banger of a year, don't they? They have to.
They do. Yes. They
can't have another mediocre year like last year.
Hopefully,
I understand taking last year kind of lightly because the new consoles and everything, they were never going to get the attention. But even though they did, they were the best-selling consoles last year.
They have been.
And Animal Crossing, yeah.
That's like 2 years.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I really want Breath of the Wild 2 this year, or at least something big from Nintendo. I would like Nintendo to come out with like multiple big games, and I'm sure they will. Nintendo has a knack for just announcing stuff and it coming out pretty soon.
Paper Mario.
Yeah, Paper Mario, stuff like that. Also coming out sometime in 2021 probably is Pokemon Snap. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's definitely coming out for sure.
Yeah, that'll be out sometime in 2021. We can assume. That'll be cool. Can't wait for Pokemon Snap. Sims. Excited for Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap! There's massive... Obviously, Pokemon's got like the 25th anniversary.
Do they really?
97. So
anyway, there's a big anniversary thing going on like any time now. Like all the rumors are hinting like January for Nintendo Direct, February for Pokemon, or even I can't remember. Natalie probably shouted me.
96. So yeah, 25.
It is this Nintendo are due to do something because there's a lot.
There's the Zelda. Zelda's big anniversary.
They normally just go January. Here's what you got to look forward to.
Yeah,
I know they didn't do it last year, and we haven't had one. And they have to have a good year. They have to have. They don't have to, but they've got. We haven't heard anything from Zelda.
They were very quiet last year, besides Animal Crossing. So
yeah,
I would like to see more out of them.
I feel like I said this last year.
I was hoping this year would end up being another 2017 where we get new Zelda and new 3D Mario, but it seems like 3D Mario might be more of a 2022 thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Wahoo!
And then last one that's probably coming out this year. I don't know if I'm that excited, but Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Everyone's excited about this game except for us. Like, what's going on? Like,
well, I'm excited for the George R.R. Martin part.
Yeah,
I do want
to try this. I haven't tried a Souls game in years, and it was never my thing. But I think this is the one I will try. I don't want to go back and try an old one, just because I'd like to see. I'd like to try it out with all the new advancements they made and the things they learned.
New gen stuff like
whatever.
that.
Yeah, new gen stuff like that. I'd like that, and then maybe then I get super into the series, and then go back to the old ones. I don't know. That would be my hope.
The only other one, well, I'll just do it real quick. Hellblade 2, probably this year.
Yeah, could be this year. Yeah. Do we think Xbox is gonna get started this year with all these games?
I think so.
Development studios, yeah. Because I mean, obviously we got Halo, but like that's not really part of the whole plethora of studios they just bought.
Yeah.
I hope Xbox have 2 big games a year. They need to. Maybe 1 this year and then 2 next year. Do you know what I mean?
It should be
and they
more
than start fucking rolling. Because they are due to start rolling. And like,
I mean, now that they're going to get Bethesda, it's going to be like constant games.
Yeah, if they don't start it this year, it'll be next year for sure. Then if Hellblade 2 doesn't come out this year, I'd imagine
it's definitely next year. Yeah.
You think we'll see Starfield 2022 then?
It's a good question.
They could pull a Fallout 5 because there was a different team that made 76. So that game could be ready right now.
It could be.
Just Todd Howard, it has Uncle Phil.
6 years now.
Because Todd Howard just helped with 76. He didn't make it.
Todd and Uncle Phil on stage.
Starfield's chances of coming out this year is how poorly Cyberpunk was received, with it being somewhat rushed out. I think they'll be real cautious of being.
Yeah, but they haven't even showed anything of that game, so.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, they're going to make sure this game is in top fucking condition before they put it out.
They talked about them updating their engine and all that, and like kind of rehauling.
They say that before every game. That's the game.
But I after 76, they have to. So I think.
Yeah. Sure. So that is 2021, guys.
Yeah,
looking forward to it. We'll be doing this podcast a fucking covering all these games. We'll be
24th
playing
of
them.
February, our first episode was. So what? We probably recorded like the 19th of February or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. No, we'll
Crazy.
be recording the day after that.
Okay, real quick, we will do our bets and then we'll close the show. Daniel, what was last week's bet?
So, well, I'm going to do, because we're getting real close. Connor, you have 15 wins. Sims has 18, and I have 13.
There's no close. There's no close about it. Like we're not close. Like you two are behind. Just quit now.
Was the Super Meat Boy Forever Metacritic score, and it did not score like I wanted it to, or like I expected it to. The Switch version, which is there was only 2 releases, Switch and PC. Switch version started off much higher than the PC, and now it's much lower. So that is at 65, and then the PC is 70. I didn't say what you guys put on. Connor, you said 84. I said 82. Sims said 80. So Sims wins again. We only have a couple of more weeks, so I don't know if we have enough chance to come back at this point.
Cool. And everyone say goodbye to Sims because we are kicking him off the podcast before he went. We can't let him do this.
And then this week's bet I thought would be a fun one. I love the website How Long to Beat. Just love that website. So good. I check it all. I check it all the time. I want to know, how long will it take to beat Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the complete edition, on How Long to Beat? I don't know. Connor, you played, so you go first.
I did.
How long do you think it would take to beat?
How long is that game? I never beat it.
I know, but you've played, so I'm curious.
Say
you
5 hours.
You don't get an advantage. Okay, 5 hours. Okay. Sims. So you are also a fellow How Long to Beat member. How long do you think it would take to beat that game?
Are we saying main story, completion, completion,
yep, main story, that first one,
completion and extras, and that's how they do it. 3.5 hours.
3.5. Okay. I think it's story and extras and complete. I'm going to say, interesting. You guys are going a little longer than I thought. I didn't think this game would be that long. I'm going to say shorter. You say 3.5. I'm going to say 3 hours. I think this game's more of a replayable game. Shorter game.
5 hours is long. Sorry to go with.
5 hours is long for a beat 'em up, yeah. But to give a little thing, Streets of Rage 4 was like 2 hours.
Not bad. All right, cool. That was the Nerdic podcast episode. What episode
48.
was that? 48. Yes, there it was, boys. Anything to say before we go?
Welcome to the new year. We've been doing this podcast forever, and let's go on to the next year, and hopefully this year is great, because last year was great.
Screw that. Nintendo, sort your shit out.
Sort your shit out, Nintendo. Oh, also I wanted to say I was on PS I Love You's picture mode thing.
Oh shit! Yeah, you were.
Ask you guys about this. I came in like second on. If you watch Kind of Funny's PS I Love You, they do a picture mode contest state every week, and I came in like second on that. And I wanted to talk to you guys about that because it was a Kingdom Hearts picture that I posted. Got second, and they do this every week, right? So I was thinking, do I just give them a Kingdom Hearts picture that is relevant to what they're asking for every week?
When I heard it, I was like, yes, my boy, he's on the Blessing called him out. And I was like, yeah. So the new one that they're doing is Bloodborne, right?
Yeah.
And I gave you an idea to go into Astro's playroom
and do that.
Pose the hunter and send that to him. Say it's Bloodborne. That's my idea.
That'd be a good one too. I don't know if they accept that. I just wanted to kind of troll them and just give them Kingdom Hearts every week.
Can you make it Bloodborne-ish? Is there like some weird horror thing in there?
I could go to like the Halloween world or whatever in 2.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Move or whatever. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Or I could just do it legit and try to get a cool Bloodborne or whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna try it again. I want first now. God damn it. I had a little taste. No shit.
Do it, man.
It's weird. You gotta appeal to Blessing is what I've realized.
Appeal to Blessing. Yes.
And I'm like, okay, what would Blessing like here?
Wet stuff on Bloodborne.
A lot of blood.
A lot of blood. A lot of wet shit. Okay.
I have
Bloodborne downloaded. So.
Okay.
Huh? Are you playing Bloodborne?
No, I have it downloaded. I'm not going
He
to
said
play it.
I think he's trying to do that, just the screenshot thing.
Yeah, I just want the screenshot. I'm not playing that shit. Fuck that. No. Anyways, thank you for watching the show. Please subscribe to our channel. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.